Hello, this is Advocate Srirang Chaudhary. Welcome to my channel Excellence Matters, where I talk mainly about various issues related to reservation. Today's topic is the Maratha reservation, the final hearing regarding which was completed today before the Supreme Court. Maratha reservation was enacted by a state law in Maharashtra in 2018 November. It was challenged for its constitutionality and validity. It was argued in the challenge that the state did not have the competence to make the law, particularly after the 102nd Amendment, which changed the constitution in some major aspects. Ultimately, the Bombay High Court dismissed the challenge and upheld the validity of the law. SLPs arising out of the Bombay High Court order were presented before the Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court refused to grant stay at the initial stage. The matters were listed for final hearing somewhere in the month of March 2020. But because of the COVID situation, the hearing was postponed. Ultimately, on applications being made by various petitioners and interveners, the court put up the matter for consideration of stay to the implementation of the order. On 9th September 2020, the Supreme Court stayed the implementation of the Act in two matters. It was ordered that no admission should uh, take place in the academic year 2021 by considering ACBC as a class of reservation. It was also ordered that no appointment letter shall be issued after that particular date. By the same order, the Supreme Court also referred the matter for consideration to a constitution bench regarding the interpretation of the 102nd Amendment to the Constitution. It is to be noted that the 102nd Constitutional Amendment was carried out in August 2020 by an act passed in the Parliament to that effect. The ACBC enactment, that is the act granting Maratha reservation, known in short as the ACBC Act, was passed in 2018 November, and in a separate development, the 103rd constitutional amendment came to be made, by which the Parliament granted 10% up to 10% reservation for the economically weaker section of the unreserved class, open category students and contenders to various posts could avail of the reservation. Now, in this context, the matter came up for hearing before the Supreme Court after much attempts at prolonging the matter by the people enjoying the reservation as well as the state of Maharashtra. Ultimately, when the matter was fixed for final hearing and the final hearing was to ensue on behalf of the state of Maharashtra, an application was moved to the effect that the 102nd constitutional amendment would, according to the petitioners, denuded the state's powers to grant reservations to the other backward category, other backward classes, OBCs as we know them, and which in the constitution are referred to as the socially and educationally backward classes. These are classes, mind you, who do not fall either in the scheduled castes or the scheduled tribes, uh, which were the only two categories for which reservation was provided for in the constitution. Now, the other backward classes were uh, granted reservation on the recommendation of the Mandal Commission, which was the National Commission for the Backward Classes. Its recommendations were made applicable by an office memoranda, which was challenged in the case which came to be known as Indra Sahani. which set a cap of 50% on the reservations which could be granted by a state. That particular cap of 50% was the bone of contention in the recent Maratha reservation hearing. It was argued on behalf of the state that the cap is imaginary, that no such ratio decidendi was ever the product of the judgment in Indra Sahani. On various aspects, and particularly on the aspect of uh, the matter being heard by a constitutional bench and the validity of the 102nd Amendment being considered, it was urged on behalf of the state government as well as the petitioners appearing in favor of the reservation that it should be heard by a bigger bench of not less than 11 judges, because according to them, Indra Sahani judgment needs a relook. Of course, in its order dated 8th of March, by which the states were issued notices and the issues were broad issues, six broad issues were framed by the Supreme Court Constitution Bench. One of which issues was whether the Indra Sahani judgment needs a relook because of three factors as recorded in the order: changed social dynamics, one; second, the constitutional amendments made after Indra Sahani, that was in 1992; and thirdly, the judgments delivered by the Supreme Court after Indra Sahani, which, according to the proponents of the reservation, needed or required a relook at Indra Sahani. Arguments were advanced on both sides over a period of 10 days. Also, in consideration before the Supreme Court was the challenge to the 102nd Constitutional Amendment. By involving all the states in this very important matter, the scope, uh, viability, practicality, and the limit of reservation, and particularly during the course of hearing as per the court's queries, the effectiveness of reservation as affirmative action or consideration of other ameliorative methods for upliftment of the backward classes as provided for in the directive principles of state policy, that was put to the state as to why reservation is the one-stop solution for all ills affecting the backward classes. It was also questioned whether the states had now the right to identify the backward classes, because one thing as was noted during the proceedings, the right to identify the backward classes, that is the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, always rested with the center. The presidential list regarding the two is obviously scheduled tribes and scheduled castes. That is a list. There are schedules describing castes which are considered backward without any further proof. There is a list in schedule of tribes which are considered backward, again without requirement of any proof. That is not so with the other backward castes. Other backward classes were never given reservation in the constitution. Now, that historical error, according to the opponents of the Maratha reservation, that historical error was corrected by affecting the 102nd constitutional amendment, by which Article 342A was inserted in the constitution. Article 342A gives power to the president to create a list. The procedure prescribed in Article 342A is a complete code. According to one of the opponents of the Maratha reservation, the 102nd constitutional amendment contains a entire code as to how reservation to the other backward classes shall be affected in the future after that 102nd amendment. This has involved the attention of all the states. Many states obviously were in support of uh, waiving of the limit of 50%. Many states supported the matter being referred uh, to a bench of 11 judges for reconsideration of the Indira Sahani case. In this perspective, it is to be noted that now a national debate around reservation, its viability, its effectiveness as a weapon, as a tool for upliftment for the backwards, that will be in consideration, that will be a matter of heated debate. Obviously, it is to be hoped that the judgment shall be delivered in the near future so that much doubts are clear, and this judgment will be a beacon for the coming years, for decades might be, in which reservation shall take a backseat, hopefully, as a method of affirmative action. I thank you for having watched this video. If you like it, kindly subscribe to my channel. Also forward it to your friends and groups, because awareness about reservation as an issue needs to be uh, raised. General public needs to be made aware of the effectiveness of reservation. About the policy of reservation, there needs to be a reconsideration. A national reconsideration of reservation as an issue is the need of the hour. I thank you very much. This is Advocate Shirang Chaudhary for Excellence Matters.